Die Entführung aus dem SERAIL by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. The synopsis is presented by Opera Inside, the online opera guide. The roles: Bassa Selim, Turkish Pasha. Osmin, palace guard of the Bassa. Belmonte, Spanish nobleman. Pedrillo, Belmonte's servant and administrator of Bassa's gardens. Konstanze, Belmonte's mistress. Blonde, Konstanze's maid. A square in front of the palace of Bassa Selim. Konstanze was captured by pirates and sold to Bassa Selim together with her servant Blonde and Pedrillo. Konstanze's lover Belmonte has found out her whereabouts with the help of a secret letter from his servant Pedrillo. He is now standing in front of Bassa Selim's palace and plans to abduct her. Osmin shows up. He is Bassa Selim's palace guard and he has been given Blonde, Konstanze's servant. Belmonte approaches him and tries to sound him out. He learns that Pedrillo lives in the palace and that Osmin has a cordial dislike for him. Osmin is suspicious of Belmonte and suspects that he has come to steal women from the seraglio. Belmonte leaves Osmin and Pedrillo shows up. He has won Selim's favor through his work in the gardens and wants to get along with Osmin, but he does not succeed in appeasing the warden's hostility. As Osmin leaves the square, Belmonte appears and recognizes Pedrillo. His servant tells him what has happened. Belmonte cannot believe his ears when he learns that Konstanze has landed in the harem of Selim. Pedrillo calms him down and assures him that nothing has happened yet. Belmonte has a ship ready for escape and tells Pedrillo about his abduction plan. To get into the palace, Pedrillo advises his master to pose as a builder, since architecture is Selim's hobby. Belmonte is full of anticipation for the reunion with Konstanze. Accompanied by Janissary music, Selim appears, together with Konstanze. Bassa declares his love to Konstanze once again. He could be cruel to her, but he wants her to love him of her own free will. His patience is slowly coming to an end and Konstanze asks him one last time for patience. She cannot forget her lover, to whom she has sworn allegiance. Selim grants her one more day to think it over and sends her away. Then Pedrillo appears, accompanied by Belmonte, and introduces him as a master builder. Selim allows him to enter the palace and wants to test him the next day. At the gate, Osmin does not want to let them in, but they push him away and enter the palace. In the garden of the palace in front of Osmin's apartment, Blonde mockingly explains to Osmin that one does not win the hearts of European women by treating them like slaves. Osmin is jealous of Pedrillo and threatens her, but Blonde is not intimidated by him and chases him away. Konstanze enters the garden. She is in thought and longs for Belmonte. Selim appears. He expects that tomorrow, Konstanze will belong to him and love him. But Konstance would rather die than give herself to him. When Selim threatens her, she shows herself willing to endure agony, the end of which will be her death. When Blonde is alone, Pedrillo approaches her and tells her about Belmonte's arrival, and their plan to escape by boat that very night. Blonde is on fire for the plan. To eliminate Osmin, Pedrillo puts a sleeping pill in the wine and persuades Osmin to drink wine. Soon the sleeping pill takes effect. Belmonte steps in and with joy he sees Konstanze and tells her about the escape plan. The two couples are now reunited. Both men want to know from their loved ones whether they have remained faithful. Outraged, they reject the suspicions. The two men apologize and the couples reconcile. It's midnight outside the palace. Belmonte trusts in love, which gives him and Konstanze strength to stand the escape. Pedrillo steps in with a ladder. As a signal to the women he sings a romance. Konstanze shows up at the window. Belmonte climbs up and leads her to the exit. When Pedrillo also wants to fetch Blonde, Osmin, who woke up too early, appears and notices the ladder. The escapees are quickly caught. Osmin triumphs. He takes them to Bassa Selim. Konstanze is ready to die and asks that Belmonte's life be spared. Bassa demands revenge. Belmonte reveals himself as the son of the commander of Oran, who would be willing to pay any ransom. Selim realizes that he has the son of his worst enemy in his hands. Because of him, He had to leave Spain, and now he has the opportunity for revenge. He orders torture. Belmonte and Konstanze are deeply moved when they say goodbye to each other. Selim is moved and changes his mind. He does not want to compensate a past injustice with injustice. And the magnanimous Selim gives freedom to the four of them. All are moved by Selim's nobleness. Only Osmin foams at the loss of Blondes.
www.operaInside.com. All about operas. Learn more about this great opera. With interesting facts and great YouTube videos. Visit us.